Next presenter, Professor Rui from Huazhong Agriculture University of China. Her topic will be on digital leadership, a new perspective of higher education evaluation.
So, good afternoon, ladies and gentlemen. My topic is digital leadership, a new perspective of higher education evaluation. Would you please move? Next slide. Thank you. Yes, I would like to discuss my idea from these three parts. First is the advantages of higher education evaluation empowered by digitalization. And the second, maybe talking about the challenges. And the last, I will read some strategies for the higher education evaluation based on the digital skills. Okay, please, next. Yeah. As far as we all know that higher education evaluation in China is really a very hot topic because the fierce competition among the university, we focus on the results of the evaluation because it related to your reputation and also the resource allocation of different universities. So every university want to be get very good stages in the education in the whole parts of the evaluation. And the higher education evaluation becomes a very important aspect of Chinese higher education system reform and policy judgment. Next, please. Okay, but we still meet different, all kinds of complicated assessment system. I would like to read some examples. It's real. We suffer it a lot because we need to update so many data to give the reaction of the undergraduate teaching evaluation, university government's evaluation, discipline evaluation, teaching evaluation, and academic evaluation. We meet so many different evaluation. We need to send our data, and for the double first strategies, we meet even more fierce competition, not only between the different universities, but also the scholars, the disciplines, the academic achievements. We meet different kind of burden or kind of pressures. Next, please. And we also involved in the global situation because the university rankings such like IELTS, Times, and U.S. News also give us so many pressures because Chinese university always cannot get the good position or the position we expected in this kind of ranking. So we're thinking about how could we enhance our quality of governance in the education. Next, please. The challenges we also meet in the traditional education evaluation. The first one is who could finish the evaluation? The evaluator is always very unitary because it's the government. The NGO system could not have kind of power, or their results could not be believed by most of the university. That's the one problem. And the method is not that scientific because we haven't the standard, we haven't the very scientific content to finish the evaluation. And when we get the results, we lack of the dynamic feedback and effective utilize of the result. When we get the result, we don't know how to deal with it and what's the real problem it reflects. That's also a kind of problems we need to face or overcome. Please. We also find some very interesting words from the famous American scholar Scales. He said that the higher education evaluation system did not promote the development of good self-management culture. It's just like arrogant, expensive, and politicized activities. He really holds the very negative points on the higher education evaluation. but we're still thinking about, since it's the big data era is coming, and we can use large scale, more accurate and high speed data to make the evaluation more scientific. That's what we're thinking about. Next, please. And we can find so many policies in China. We focus on the evaluation, and we also focus on how to use the digital skills in the evaluation, make it more believable and more scientific. And such like you can see the screen. The first one is action plan for the educational information 2.0. And the second is the general plan for deepen the reform of education evaluation in the new era. And the third one is the China Education Modernization 2035. Is all the very big policies and strategies for us to follow, and it's really related to the digital skill use in the evaluation. Please. And next, I want to talk about the advantages of the digital empowered in the evaluation system. The first is it provides more opportunities for evaluators to participate in evaluation. By use the educational big data, such as National Smart Education Public Service platform can be used in this process. For instance, enable various stakeholders from home, from school, from different parts of the world to communicate with each other, to cooperate with each other is really convenience for us and can overcome some traditional problems. Next, please. Okay, also can help the evaluators perceive the real evaluation situation. Sometimes we just collect some data and give the results of the evaluation, but use the digital, we can break through the constraints for the time and space and obtain evaluation data according to their own needs through such as smart class and online learning system can help us a lot, and also enhance the interaction between the different evaluators. Digital technology, by defining the roles and roles of each subject, provides personalized and intelligence evaluation service and promote among them. They can easily connect with each other and cooperate each other very well. Next, please. And it to foster the diversified of evaluation method, how to evaluate it during this evaluation process and use more scientific method is also an important issue in the educational evaluation. Digital technology and education big data are related, which can realize the getting and track data and more accurately reflect schools' discipline, development, education and teaching, and students' academic. Chinese university always focus more on what students get, how about their process, achievements in the university, and this kind of method based on the digital skills will help this a lot. Next, please. And it also will help to enhance the evaluation method. The first is collection of educational evaluation data, get the status of university governments and teaching activities, students' learning experience. This kind of data can also be collected by the researcher or evaluator and produce a real education state. And second is data analysis drives accurate value judgment by comprehensively applying the advanced technology of educational big data analysis, massive data, exploring the correlation of different variables, which can show us the very real and education situation of students, what they get from the courses. Next, please. And to reflect the latest evaluation result directly. Traditionally, we find the result, evaluation result maybe needs a very long process, and now we can represent it visually and continuously. And also we can use different model very effectively to show the reality and meet the immediately demand of educational decision making for the administrator, teachers, and students. Next, please. And they also have so many challenges. Although we're talking about the advantages we can get from the digital use in the educational evaluation, there still have challenges. The first is the divergence of the value priority between education logic and the technology logic. Because the skill used, many evaluators or the teachers rely more on the data. It is said that data is everything. Technology is always be put into the priority in this process, and rely on intelligence overly. People are eager to use intelligence tools to show the evaluation process. That's also influenced us a lot. Yes, next please. And the data drive educational assessments fail to imitate or estimate human growth, because the models assigned cannot be so vividly to show us what it means. It just tells us the result, but the meaning of it, what's the reality in the education we need to express. We need to kind of transparent it, but the model cannot tell us about that. And also the current academic evaluation of college students dominated by digital models, monitoring skills, quantitative statistic, which may hinder their inner motivation and academic creativity. It also is a problem. Next, please. And the lack of the evaluation system and data standard, the rules and regulations for the use of digital technology is sometimes not that clear, and this kind of rules and regulation cannot be updated. That's a problem. And also there is a lack of a system that defines the rights and obligations of multiple participants in the evaluation. And we also find that many universities are lack of the data standards. What they did is because what government tell them to do, they follow the policies, follow the government says. This kind of regulation or standard cannot really reflect the needs of their own universities. That's also the kind of challenge for us. Next, please. The challenge from digital ability and the professionalization is also the problem. Not all evaluators have kind of mindset or insights in the digital use. And we find there is a very severe problems that many elder administrators and teachers could not acquire this skill, digital skill very well. And it's very hard for them to enhance their digital skills effectively in a very short time. And we also find that only 22% of digital talents holding the master degree or above. But this kind of data in other countries is more higher than in China. We also find from the investigation that a few universities in China offer the majors in education evaluation, or the majors which is related to the educational measurement. And the technology difficult also influence us a lot. The material of digital technology need to be improved. Educational data mining are restricted to specific system and platform, and fail to build up the educational big data across system and platform. And we may find the different evaluation system could not build up good connection with each other. They are kind of information island. They cannot build up kind of bridge to connect together. So there is very lack of this kind of big data. Okay, please, next slide. Okay, we also meet the risk of privacy and security of individuals. During this process, I would like to tell you my experience. When we have some interview in the higher education or the enrollment of the students, we may find there are camera in the classroom, and what you said, what your behavior, every details can be recorded. We also thinking about what's our privacy and the security of individuals is always the problems in the evaluation system. So there is stores data improperly always showed in this process, and in this process also the algorithms can produce a specific image of the user by integrating the historic educational big data and the personal privacy of the evaluation subjects in the disclose again. Next, please. So based on this discuss, we're thinking about are there some methods or good strategies to help higher education evaluation empowered by digital skills or digitalization? The first is stick to the value of the educational evaluation. We need to think about what's the value of this evaluation. Digital skills can help us to overcome the traditional problems. So first is clarify the relationship between human and technology and define the subjectivities of the evaluation scaffolders. Whether developing or use intelligent evaluation tools, we need to uphold the values and subjectivity of human beings in education evaluation. And next slide, please. Okay, to integrate the evaluation concept of education peoples as the foundation into the data collection, mining, analysis, decision-making, and other links of intelligence education evaluation, and achieve the unity of educational value and evaluation purpose, and to avoid the pitfall of the relying solely on the quantification, we should actively explore how educational logic and technological logic can complete each other by combining objective data and human emotions together. We could create a more holistic and effective evaluation system that involves both human and machine input together. And second is university needs to set up digital standard and platform. The traditional platform is mainly for the traditional evaluation skills or system, but the new kind of regulations or standard need to build up and improve the digital capacity of evaluators to improve the ability of evaluators to manage how to manage the big data and how to use the big data is very crucial issue during this process, and to foster the collaboration of diversified skeleton holders and enhance ability of the whole society to use big data for the educational evaluation. Next, please. And to construct a scientific and intelligent system for evaluating the quality of education in colleges and universities. The first is strengthen teacher input support system, continuously integrates the output and infrastructure construct related to the educational evaluation, such as data collection platform, data storage, data mining, and education evaluation technology, and also to establish a mechanism for teaching cooperation and connectively, seeking active cooperation from researchers and multidisciplinary fields such as computer science, educational technology, psychology, and so on. And the last is build a safe and harmonious ethical orders to speed up and development the enhancement of large rules and safeguarding evaluation data and national levels, so that data use is based on the regulations or laws, and to enhance the sense of responsibility among the person who develop and use technology, promote technology access, and foster more self-discipline as a kind of responsibility, and detect and alert immoral evaluation during the technology or digital skills used, to let this whole process scientifically harmonious and properly. That's what we are thinking about, and it finished by a team. It's just the beginning in this road. We think about we will continue to focus on this, and we're grateful that Professor Zhu and the lead two team can help us to thinking about this problem, further discuss this problem, and move on move on this very interesting topic. Thank you all.